What's up, everybody? It's the liberal loudmouth here. I'm with you, boy. You know who he is.
The real Ron. Let's go, Brandon.
So today's video, you'll see on the title, Channel Redemption. 5 years ago, now I already put a video out on my personal Facebook page, but 5 years ago, I did my last YouTube video on another channel. I had over 5,000 subscribers on this thing. I believe, at least I remember that I had over 10 million views on it, on that YouTube channel. And I woke up one day, went to use the restroom, and poof, it was gone. They banned me for life. I couldn't even watch YouTube videos. So if I tried to sign in on YouTube, it would say you're unable to access this Google product. But today I filed like my 13th appeal and they granted it. So my channel is back. I've got almost 3,000 subscribers left. I guess half of them were bots or something. But how awesome is that, Ron?
We've had this discussion, and I know it hit you hard because you had something great going. And you went and took a shit, and they said, we're not going to let you have that anymore. And I know it hit you hard. So you were making money, though, right?
Yep, I was making money every month. I got a check from Google. It was awesome. I mean, I didn't really have to produce any new content because all the old content was still generating views, and views turn into money. So it's, man. I tell you what, I mean, I was crying when I read that.
Right, because you had put in a lot of work over years, just like my page. This has been years coming. But you couldn't show me any of your content from your YouTube channel because they had you blocked.
Yeah, they had banned me for life. It was funny, the videos that they claimed that were violating community guidelines. It was a story about a guy named Esther Flanagan. He's a black dude that shot a reporter on live TV. Like it was like morning news or something.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so when building the channel, I tried to latch on to, trending or breaking or new topics that I thought might generate people searching for it. So whenever something would break like that, I'd go up on the YouTube channel, do a little, blog about it. This is happening. And that was one of the videos. It was like 5 minutes long. And then I did an update video. And they said those two plus this other one, I can't remember which one it was, they had violated community guidelines. And since I got 3 strikes in a 3-month period, in fact, I got it in like an hour. All 3 of them came at the same time. Lifetime ban.
Lifetime ban?
Lifetime ban. Couldn't even sign into YouTube. It's crazy. It is crazy. But you've seen some of the content, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You've seen the goofy stuff.
The Coke challenge is the best, dude.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and I'll put that. Even though, okay, so my channel was not as goofy as this video, but it was titled Open Mic Night, so that I could do videos that, any video that I wanted to do, really. That's why I named it Open Mic Night. So most of it is serious and political stuff.
It is, but Open Mic Night was really funny. It was great. It was good stuff.
Don't judge me, y'all.
No, judge the shit out of me.
Oh my God.
He judged.
I'm actually a little embarrassed about this video.
Oh my God, it's the best.
I've actually lost a lot of weight since this video.
Do the video. Stop.
Go. Yeah, I'm putting it in there.
Oh my God, this is great.
So go check that out. I mean, I guess I could technically pull this up and play it. Do you want me to just do that?
Just a little bit of it, I guess. Yeah.
Let's see.
It's so cringe. It's like
It is very, very cringe, y'all. Okay, so here we go. Let me put all right.
He's been working out since.
Oh my God. Yeah. No. So some context to this video. There was this challenge going where they would put a 2 liter of Coke in between their breasts and hold it up. And my wife showed me one of those videos. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sick of these challenges. So I thought I'd make fun of it. So here we go.
I can't hear. Turn your shit down.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Where's my speaker at? Oh, I moved my speaker. Let me try to catch it. Hold on. I moved my microphone.
Oh my God. Y'all have got to go check this out.
Can you hear it?
No. It looks...
That's enough. Oh my God. That is.
Oh my God. That's it's so funny.
And at the time when I posted this, some of the comments, one of them pointed out, they were like, the funniest part about it is walking around the back and they're just like, oh,
I know.
There's Dad making another video. Like it was just everyday life.
My daughter's sitting here right now staring at me. She's like, "You're retarded. You're ridiculous."
Yeah.
She's like, "Make sure to show your toes." She's
so,
like, Dad's making another video with his dogs out.
Oh man.
Dogs means toes.
Go on now.
Dogs out. I remember that one video you were like, that one video you said you weren't wearing any pants. You remember that?
Yeah, I know.
I was
like, always wear pants, right, baby?
Well, hi there.
Say hello.
You're live on national television.
Yeah. You want to say anything?
And you don't have any pants on.
I do. I have shorts.
You got shorts on? Okay. Yeah. Get out of here.
Oh man.
It's good stuff. Hey, I'm glad that you got the channel back because you got I'm like, Tim, this is your channel, but we can do so much with this.
Yes, we can. It's a base because so the hardest part of getting monetized on YouTube is getting that 1,000 subscriber mark, but I'm already there. So the only thing now that I need to do to monetize it is to get, because they added this after they had banned me, 4,000 hours over a year long period.
Oh, shouldn't do that. No problem.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I'm just excited. And you know, it was perfect with the move because the houses that we're looking at buying in Mississippi, they all have an office. So I'll have my own studio space.
I don't know that everybody knows about this, so go ahead and explain that too. Tim is actually living in Owasso right now, but his wife got a phenomenal job in Mississippi, and they are planning to move sometime this summer.
Yeah, she's actually already up there. She is the IT director at Riverwalk Casino in Vicksburg, Mississippi. She's actually staying at the hotel of the casino, and we're going to go after the school is over. But yeah, it was an opportunity that, you know, even though I consider Oklahoma home because I've been here, you got to go where the opportunities take you. You know, it's good stuff, but you can still watch me on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not going to stop this. This train wreck is happening.
Oh, it's a train wreck, and you won't be able to turn away from it, y'all.
No.
But see, I lost a lot of motivation after that ban.
I know you did. I know you did.
I just stopped making videos. And then when Ron and I had, you know, we'd talked back and forth on Facebook. I know you and I had talked about doing a YouTube channel, but it was always in the back of my head. I'm like, man, if somebody finds out that I'm the guy that has a lifetime ban and I'm on another channel, I didn't want it to screw the Loudmouth channel up, you know. Right. Now I don't have to worry about that. But that's why I never told anybody publicly about the ban, because I didn't want some, you know, asshole like, Stephanie Ingersoll to, you know, report, you've got a guy, he's banned and he's on YouTube. That would be something she would do, isn't it?
Absolutely, it would.
Yeah.
And we're bringing other people in, like Lane Brown. We need to get him in on this too, because the dude is ultra conservative, and I love him. But the youth have got to be able to reach out to people and talk about their feelings and their values and stuff. And dude, this Senate bill, let's talk about the Senate bill real quick and we'll get back to this. But you agree with Senate Bill 244, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine why any person would agree with it. Senate Bill 244 moved the school board election to November, right along with all of the rest of the things, with all the other election type deals. So it just seems weird to me that at any point in our society, somebody would be like, we want less people to vote. This is ridiculous.
Right. And you wrote an email that I copied and pasted. I already sent an email to Van Kuren, but you wrote an email that's real easy to copy and paste. And nobody can argue about this bill.
Right. So right now, because it prompted me, you did a video, I think yesterday, saying that they're trying not to let it out of committee. And I was like, okay, this is some stupid shit, because the people on that education committee, generally speaking, have a superintendent or multiple superintendents shoved directly into their rectum.
Yeah, so, it's like right up in there.
They fit right up in there. So what I'm going to do here, and you can copy this. It looks like it won't let me do all of it, so I'll have to do it in pieces.
Well, I just shared it on my page too, or Tim's page. You can go to either of our pages and copy and paste this.
And the formatting is messed up. You know what? I'll just do this. I'm going to share. So sorry about that little spam there, but you can go there. It also has all of the email addresses for the committee members. All this email is asking is for those committee members, give it to the districts, the representatives of those districts, to decide on SB 244.
Right. Just send it to the floor. Just send it to the floor for an honest vote.
Yep. That's
all I want.
Right. Because essentially, if they don't let it out with these, 15 people, I think, is it 15 that's on there? 10 to 15.
12. I think 12 to 50. Yes, 12 to 50. I think it's 12. But
yeah. So, we'll say 12. These 12 people are the arbiters of something that will, affect all the districts in the state. So only 12 people get to decide whether or not other districts get to decide.
And that's not America to me.
It isn't. And I'll go even further and say any bill that a representative puts forward should be voted on the floor. They shouldn't have this committee crap or where the speaker gets to stop bills at all. And the number of bills that they put forward, they could maybe put a limit on that, right? So that, they don't have 10,000 bills they have to go through.
No, I agree completely.
Yeah.
The speaker and the pro tem, McCall and Treat, they get to stop bills from going to the floor or the Senate floor willy-nilly. That's their why.
Right. Now, this is true, but if those bills get read on the floor, then those constituents can see how stupid a bill was that somebody put forward.
Pull that back up real quick.
Yeah, that was Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah's absolutely. We just had a bill pass that said about cockfighting. Right? We have our kids in schools, and we're talking about cockfighting. Is that where we're at in Oklahoma?
Right. And I'm not saying that bill shouldn't have gone to the floor. I'm saying that 4 bills need to be heard on the floor. We shouldn't allow one person to decide for everybody else what bills get heard at all.
Absolutely.
I think it's nonsense. Because then you force them to play these political games and kiss each other's asses in order to get stuff through, because every one of those representatives were elected. it seems to me that it's respectful to each district to allow that representative equal opportunity to legislate, which is what they're elected to do. That's, spitballing here.
Well, here's what I think. McCall and Treat, if you don't agree with what they want you to do, they're not going to hear your bills, and that's bullshit.
Yep. And I have heard from other people that there are certain representatives and probably senators too, that just because they are not liked, their bills, no matter how good or bad they are, just will not be heard.
Riley, what's 613? Is that the
yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Is that the
transgender? I think that's transgender, which Tim and I disagree on the transgender bill.
So
I think it is the transgender bill. Yeah.
So yeah, SB 613. It was engrossed to the House. I'm seeing that it was, and you know what? Let me pull this up so everybody can see what I'm doing.
Appreciate you watching, Riley.
Let me
Riley, right here.
Okay, so this is what, and I don't know anything about this bill.
This says that you cannot transition before 18, I believe.
Let's see. Child means any person under 18. So I will not support anything that says anybody over 18 can't do something. Because there was one bill that was going around. It was age 26 up to 26.
No.
You remember that though?
I do.
Yeah. And
this is a good bill. 613 is a good bill as far as I'm concerned, because because it's over 18. You have to be 18 in order to decide if you can transgender. You can cut your stuff off.
Oh, here we go. A child to whom a healthcare provider has provided one or more gender transition procedures may bring an action throughout his or her minority through a parent, legal guardian, or next friend. May bring in an action that needs to be rewritten upon reaching majority at any time until the date on which the child attains the age of 45. So basically, that's saying that if a procedure was done on them, they can sue up to the age of 45, which, I mean, seems reasonable to me, because we see a lot of detransition people come out and
a lot
basically say they were kind of coerced as children.
And even you've sent me material that have been like, yeah,
that stuff is crazy to me. Yeah, I don't like anybody cutting up a child, but I also, this is kind of a slippery slope deal where the government intervenes between a doctor and a patient. So there's a balance to me there, because they did that with opiates and stuff too. Well,
when I go get my daughter's ears pierced, I have to fill out like 3 different forms, show my ID.
Right. Oh, you want did I hear you right? You wanted your genitalia removed?
Right.
That's outpatient surgery. We can
Tim,
do that.
I mean, just as a dad, you're not going to support saying cut your children's junk off.
Oh, of course not. No,
cut the breast off. That's ridiculous.
Never. And I would go to prison for doing great bodily injury to somebody who tried it.
Right. This is something you're not even developed mentally or physically yet. Come on now.
Right. Yeah, and even hormone therapies are problematic. I mean, you're giving a child, hormones that will alter their mind, their body. Doctors intervening. Oh, let me put Riley up here. Even though you got me blocked, Riley.
Riley, unblock my boy. Come on, Riley.
Doc is intervening between parents and kid. That's where this is heading. You don't agree as a parent, your kids will be taken away. I mean, yeah,
that's happened.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, or that there is a problem to be had. I'm just pointing out that there is also a balance here where the government often gets too involved, I think, with patients and stuff. You got lawyers that are writing, treatment plans and stuff to a degree. That I
You
don't.
and Riley always get me fucking going on my phone, dude.
Yeah, Riley. I can't send him a link. I was
Y'all
going to
need
say
to make a.
we can pull Riley on here if he wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
If he wants to, Riley, you want to come on and because you probably know more about the bill than I do.
Let's talk about 6:30. I mean, that's a good thing. Let's talk. All dads talking about. I think that's a good thing. Riley, you want to come on?
Yeah, here I'll send you the link so you can send him the link.
Yeah.
Ron, are you going to be able to copy that over?
I think so. Yeah, let me do that real quick. And Riley will come on. I know he will.
Anyone who allows their child to change gender is an abusive parent. I mean, so this goes to a point of like ignorance for parents.
No,
I'm not going to go to a historian and be like, no, you're wrong. This guy who's got
Tim. I mean,
decades.
if you're a parent, I don't mean to interrupt you, but if you're a parent, you know whether your child is a boy or a girl physically. I mean, come on now.
Right. Well, I mean, that I think you didn't allow me to make the point I was trying to make.
Go ahead.
Which is that the parents, I don't know, are being abusive because they are ignorant about what is going on. So they just assume that all of the experts or whatever are saying, well, if you don't do this, your child's going to kill themselves, because that's what they're telling these people, is that their child will kill themselves if they don't do these treatments. That's how they're coercing the parents and the children into this. So I only point that out because I don't think that parents are being abusive. I think they are believing what they're being sold by these doctors or therapists, what have you. And then go ahead, Ron.
Here in Oklahoma, we're in the Midwest. Come on now.
Yeah. But there is also something to think about that, I brought this up before. Atrazine is a chemical that is found in just about every water supply in the country. And there are studies that show that it causes frogs' gender to switch. It literally causes the frog, remember the whole.
I have looked this up, and this is actual fact.
Right.
It's kind of like the KFC chicken conspiracy theory.
Yeah. So Alex Jones is like, oh, they're turning the frogs gay. And then, they create a meme about it. And then the message, what he was actually trying to say gets screwed up. But that chemical, I assume that it can have some kind of damage in that way to children if they're drinking the water from birth, right? It's in the water. If it hurts the frogs, it may not affect an adult like that, but the children. So it's possible that our children are being poisoned. That's the reason why we're seeing transgenderism come up. I don't know. I'm just saying that's a possibility. And it's abusive for sure. If you're an ignorant parent on this issue, then you have no room to be a parent. I mean,
I'm sending that shit to Lane. Lane.
Well, you can't know everything as a parent. So at some point you have to rely on somebody that you believe, that you trust. So I don't know that that's abusive.
Come on and talk to us about Lane, since you know everything.
Is Riley not going to come on?
I don't know. I ain't heard back from him.
Yeah. I'd send it to him, but he's got me blocked. Again,
listen, but
twice.
Let's talk about that, though. I mean, y'all disagree about a bunch of stuff, just like you and I do. Let's look here.
What's that? So
this is how I raise children, son.
Yeah, Todd said we're poisoning the planet for sure. Yeah, we are.
Come on, Bear.
We have to have these. We have to have these conversations with our children. Go ahead.
There's environmental factors and chemicals in processed food and indoctrination in schools pre-K through college. Yeah, I mean, it's, we have all kinds of problems. But I feel like it'll all resolve itself at some point. This whole, because I've seen phases of life where something is like super important for like 5 years, and then it just kind of goes away and it moves on to the next thing. And have a banquet at 5. I may hop on in a minute. You have 30 seconds, sir. You have 30 seconds.
Who was that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't put it up there. It's been a minute since I was the one doing the stuff. But anyway, back to the channel. Ron, how awesome is that?
What?
The channel. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing, and it's going to do great things. I really think so. I think this was like kismet.
Right.
Gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, it is. Now I got to get better lighting though, because the light I'm using here fucks with my eyes.
But you're going down to Mississippi. You got like an office space down there. What you got going on down there?
Well, we it's a big decision to buy a house, and there's several that we like, but it's just once you make the decision, it's it. It's over. So
yeah,
we'll see. I mean, we got the money for the down payment and all that good stuff, so it's just a matter of rolling through the motions.
We're gonna come see it. We're gonna go see Tim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are y'all know how to get rid of alligators, right? Because there's a bunch of alligators there. Did you know that?
I'll dance with an alligator.
You'll dance with. Ooh, okay. Alligator dancer.
People dance with alligators.
That's how we raise them around here in America.
Fillmore Lake has alligators.
What?
That would kill an alligator, right?
I think that would probably kill an alligator, Barrett.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot him with this bad boy.
So when is Brianna gonna come on the show?
I got to talk to her tonight. She wants to come on the show. She's my 19-year-old. Man, she does not agree with me on much, but she does love Trump and conservatism. But she's like, just live and let live, I guess. But she wants to come on the show.
Yeah, no, she's welcome. I mean, that'd be interesting. Because I think Lane would still be this person. We need Lane's people also to come on from the group, yeah,
because Lane was. I mean, we talked about. I don't know that we talked about this, but Rhonda called the dude for the national committee that Lane sits on, Will, and try to get him canceled.
That is. So, was the governor thing really an April Fool's joke?
I don't know. I haven't clarified that yet.
Because what have I been saying over the last, I don't know, probably a week or two?
Right, me too. He's going to run for president. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't what I was saying. I didn't know whether he would or not, but talking about how he is inserted into the national.
Right. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
And I think that, it's like, oh, good boy and that's how you get involved in the bigger party things, is by playing your role. And this is true for Democrats as well. I mean, look at Hillary Clinton. It was her turn to run, and she ended up. Lane thinks he will. I think he will too.
Come on. Cardi wants to say something real quick, Tim.
Go for it. Bring her on.
Come here. Come on, baby. No, right here, right now. Everybody's watching right now.
What's up? I'm the only one watching.
Oh, he's the only one watching.
I'm the only one watching. Look.
Come say you're right. You got a good message. Come here. Tell him what you want to say.
Tell him what's up. Just
subscribe to Loudmouths.
Yeah, what's up? And Mike Night.
Subscribe. Hit that button below.
And subscribe
to Loudmouths.
And share it. You got to share that.
You know how to do the YouTube stuff, right?
Yeah.
You watch all the ignorant shit on
the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Get the algorithm to think people actually like it. Yeah, Casey says
click them notifications. notifications.
Check the notifications.
Oh yeah.
Get out of here.
Click the bell icon. Yeah, he's wanting that VP spot. I mean, that makes sense to me.
I really believe he's got a chance at it too.
Yeah, I think he's he kind of reminds me of Bush. Oh,
What case it say?
He said he wants that VP spot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe him and DeSantis or him and Trump. I know DeSantis is running.
DeSantis will run. I think this time and next time. I think we're going to have a President DeSantis pretty quick.
DeSantis or Trump? What do you think?
If Trump's on the ticket, I'm voting for Trump.
Mm-hmm. Who would you prefer? Do you think?
Probably Trump. I think DeSantis is more ultra conservative Republican than Trump is. I love Trump's policies.
Yeah.
He's hard to listen to sometimes, but I love his policies. So am I, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's going to be crazy.
It's an election year, though. I'm so glad you got your channel back, though,
dude.
So we can smash this, dude.
Yeah. It was funny because when I first started the channel, I was criticizing Obama because I didn't really care for his policies, especially his war policy with Hillary Clinton at the helm, laughing about killing people and whatever. So whenever Trump got elected, most of my audience were conservatives. So when I started criticizing some of the things that Trump was doing, those people didn't like it because I believe, were largely Trump supporters. And I think that's who went through and flagged all of my videos.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the last video I did was negative towards Trump. And then that next day, it was that next day after that last video, just went on a flag rampage. Lane, I would prefer that you lie.
Absolutely. I mean, you're going to be a politician one day. Like, I need you to lie.
You better learn how to do it now. Yeah, no, go ahead, man. Let's see what Casey DeSantis needs to be after Trump and get 12 years red. Oh,
that's my boy, Cherokee Casey.
Yeah, buddy. All right, I'm waiting for Lane's comment to come through. So, what else do you have interesting that's going on, Ron? Post convention.
I don't know if you know this or not, Tim, but it was not a very welcoming convention.
Man, I was like hugging everybody because they had their arms wide open. Just kidding.
They had their arms wide open with a little newsletter that said Tim and Ron are horrible people. Legal Overwatch. I don't know. Legal Overwatch. Legal. Who is that?
What's that? That comment?
Legal Overwatch.
Oh my God, that newsletter. I think Trump can win a primary, but not a general election. Lots of young people just believe the same. I mean, that's a fair point. He may have soured a lot of people.
Who are you going for, Lane? What is going on right now? What am I reading right now?
Well, I think he's saying that it might be a better idea to have somebody else win the primary.
Well, somebody said that the reason that they went after Trump in New York was to get him to run and promote him so that he will get the ballot so that they can beat him because he's the one to beat. They can't beat DeSantis. They can't beat Youngkin or whatever his name is.
Well, it depends on who like the Democrats run. Of course, I can't think of a single Democrat that I would want to vote for at this point.
Joe Biden, he's going to run again?
See, that man needs to no. Please, God, no. That's the dumbest thing that Democrats could do. But I think they are doing it because the establishment runs every damn thing in this country. They forced him on us last time. Don't get me started on that, dude.
No, they did. Yeah.
I like chocolate ice cream. I'm Joe Biden. Remember that right after that shooting? This idiot comes. Oh my God, Ron! I was like, "What are you doing?" I guess he really likes chocolate ice cream. Let's see. Tim, where do you derive the opinion that something is good or bad? If objective morality exists, who decides? I mean, my compass. This kind of goes back to the argument. Remember, I was telling you about that guy who he thanked me for doing what I did in Owasso, right? And he's like, "Are you a Christian?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Then why were you against pornography?" He was literally confused that I could be against pornography and be not a Christian. And I'm like, man, I mean, my parents taught me right, I guess,
We've had this conversation, and yeah, it is surprising to me that people are like, if you're not a Christian, you haven't accepted Jesus into your heart, you want pornography, you want your kids to do drugs, you want them to read nasty books. You can't just use common sense to say, this is bad for my kid.
Right.
I'm just a dad.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, where does it come from? I don't know where it comes from, but I know what's right and what's wrong. And to me, it just doesn't seem right for children to be exposed to filth like that. And
I'll say this about Tim, Riley, I love you. Tim has got the only school district in Oklahoma that takes graphic novels and looks at every single one of them before they're put on the shelf.
Yeah, they do that now. Didn't another district do that too, though? After
I don't know if they did. I don't think so. I think Owasso's still the only one that does that, because Neil was like, when Ryan Walters came to Owasso, when I invited him over here, I spoke to Neil Kessler, and he's like, we're the only district.
Yeah. Well, it's got to start somewhere. I don't believe that they did that because they wanted to. I believe they did that because they thought they had to, because they were in the middle of a lawsuit related to that. And they wanted to be able to go to court and say, see, look, we didn't disagree with Mr. Ryland. He was just throwing a fit. That's what that was about.
Here, Riley, I love you, but you, I, and Tim are in the same spot. I'm not talking morally or religiously or anything. We're just dads trying to take care of our kids. Tim and I have been to every school board meeting for the last 2 or 3 years, just like you have. We are American dads trying to protect our daughters and our sons. And take the religion out of it. We're just trying to protect our kids. And that's where it's at.
Now, in Riley's defense, he didn't bring up religion. I brought it up because the way he phrased it kind of reminded me of that other guy that had said that.
Well, then piss off. Don't be bringing up religion, Tim.
Well, he says, Tim, from where do you derive the opinion that something is good or bad? If objective morality exists, this tends to be a religious question. That tends to be why that comes up.
I don't think that. I don't agree. With
and here you go. I'm trying to save Tim's soul.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that. I appreciate that, and that's Riley's thing.
Yes,
that's my thing. Actually, I want everybody to be happy and everybody to go to heaven and everybody be wonderful. That's what Riley believes in, and Riley goes up to the school board meetings and he's like, "Get the porn out of the schools. Get these bad books out of the schools. Teach people how to do right and wrong, just like you and I do." We go to every one of these school board meetings, but we're the only 3 dads that I know of in the state of Oklahoma that does this.
Yeah, I haven't seen any other ones. But, I mean, so yeah, I'll say I appreciate the sentiment behind what Riley is saying, but I don't subscribe to those religious views. I just don't. And
that's America. That's right. America.
Nothing wrong with that. But I still appreciate that Riley cares enough to say that and believes that. So, I take that as a, one human to another, so thank you.
Who is this curly-headed, red-headed?
Whoa, what happened? Where did this guy show up? What's up, Lane? How
What's
are you,
up,
buddy?
guys? I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Oh man, we're just keeping it real, doing our thing.
Making people mad?
Hopefully not today. Today is a celebration day. You saw, I think I sent you that my YouTube channel is back.
Yeah.
Been a
That's
long
awesome.
time.
I didn't know you had a YouTube channel until today. So, and I went back and looked at some of the videos, and I'm not a fan.
I love the honesty. You gotta love the honesty.
If you go back further during the Obama years, you'll probably be like, oh, okay, that's not bad.
Well, you had to love the Coke challenge video, though, right?
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
That
When
was.
Tim posted that, I was like, oh god.
If you go back to the very, very first video that I ever did, it was the stupidest thing I just showed Ron.
Yeah, it was cigarettes love me or I love cigarettes.
Cigarette fiend. It was funny because I did that, and then 4 years later, I did another video. But one of those videos has like 2 million views, and that was when I realized I was like, "Hey, I actually can make money off of YouTube." So then I started doing more videos, and it just just rolling in the dough, man. Just throwing it around. What's up?
What you got going on, Lane?
So I just got done reffing a bunch of little kids and listening to parents. So my head doesn't feel the greatest, but then we got a banquet at 5. So I'm just hopping in here because.
What type of banquet you got at 5? What are you doing?
Oh, it's for basketball, like our end of the season type of deal.
Okay, and you're a sophomore, right, from Ulaga?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got a couple more years, son. I'm excited for you. I really am. I appreciate you stepping out, and man, you're just leading the way, dude. Tim, I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's it's an honor to know you, and it really gives me hope for the future that there, guys out there like you, so young, that are ready to hit the ground running. Just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yep, I am. 100%. And, I hope that the bill that Ron's talking about, the school boards, I really hope that they get that out of committee. I don't know why political games are being played up there in the Capitol in that committee, especially for that type of bill, especially when literally all the parents support it. So I'm
literally all the parents support it.
Yeah.
Every parents, if you're watching this, I don't know if anybody's watching this or not, but if you're watching this, you need to send this email that Tim created, because you cannot fight against this bill. It's good for everybody.
Yeah, it seems weird that we're even having to have this discussion, but those people in the committee are more likely than not to not let that bill get out of the committee.
Should I talk about what Van Kuren sent me the other day?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I sent Van Kuren a message on text. I talked to him quite a bit. I asked him, I said, what's your thoughts on Senate Bill 244? And he sent back a picture. Tim, Lane, y'all have seen this picture of me posting what I sent to him on Facebook, informing parents of how to reach out to your legislators to get Senate Bill 244 to the floor. That's all he sent, was just a picture of what I sent on social media. And I sent back, I said, do you take offense that I'm trying to inform parents? I haven't heard from the dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I didn't know when you first sent it to me. I thought you had sent that to him, and I was like, what the hell's going on? But then once I looked at it again and saw that it was him sending that to you, I was like, what the it didn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
Tim, we're on our channel. We can say fuck. I don't care if Lane's here or not. We can say fuck.
Well, I try to limit it to, less than 50 fuck. And I was getting pretty close. I was over 40, I think, for the show.
You were at 46. You got a couple
46. More. All right, I got a few more, y'all. Go ahead, Lane.
Me and Ron were actually talking about this on the phone about how.
Wait. Ron and I, same difference.
Anyways, about like we wouldn't send stuff over text, or we wouldn't say anything over a phone call that we wouldn't want anyone to hear.
Right.
So I don't know why. See, I would never send a text message to anyone because I would automatically think that, they're going to take a screenshot of it and send it to someone. So I don't say anything that I think is going to hurt me or anything like that. Like, if I was going to say something, I would tell the person in person where they can't be recording me or taking screenshots.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and
so
to that,
weird.
and to that, this has been a constant conversation between Tim and I and multiple other people. I don't ever say anything. I just assume that I'm always being recorded.
Yeah.
Or somebody's going to say what I said. If I talk to Tim, I know that he's recording me. I just assume everybody's recording. So I don't say anything that I don't mean from the heart.
Yeah. And and he's a government official too. So he should be used to that, because every time he writes an email, somebody can request it. If it's related to what he's doing at the Capitol, So I don't know. And Van Kuren, I know.
Do that. Maybe we should do that.
Do FOIA requests on
Van Kuren.
All right, Mark. You heard it here. So if you got anything you need to destroy, you better start now.
Right. Hillary Clinton, that shit right now.
Yeah, I mean, I like Mark. He's my representative. But when it comes to schools, he gets lobbied real hard by the school. And, he used to be, I believe, a teacher. And so he's just, whatever the administrators say, that's what we're going to do, because they are lodged squarely inside the rectum.
Yeah. It's what we used to call, what was it? Gosh, there was a term for your head up your ass when I was in the ambulance.
Yep. That's what it is.
Somebody
else's head. I can't tell where Mark Kuren begins and the public school ends. You've heard that one?
Yeah, exactly. He was a coach. He was a teacher. He was a principal. And he's all about the OEA, the bureaucrats. CICOSA. Yeah. OSSPA.
Which, I mean, I get it. So,
why do you get it? What do you mean you get it?
No, I mean, I can understand why he is the way he is currently because of what he has done in the past. It makes sense to me. I'm not saying I like it, but I'm saying that it makes sense to me that he would be that way.
Even though he's a conservative. To me because he's running as a Republican, unopposed for the last 2 terms. Bring your ass on and be conservative and stand up for parents. Come on.
Yeah.
Lane, come on now, Lane.
What do you think, Lane?
Well, I think that if you're going to run as a Republican, then you have to, present the Republican values at the Capitol or anywhere you're elected, even if you're a mayor, you're a school board member, you're a city council. If you're running as a Republican, I don't see why you wouldn't want to support what Republicans are supporting. I mean, unless you realize that you're not a Republican and you can only get elected in Oklahoma as a Republican because there's very few Democrats. That's the only way that I could see Republican, forcing Democrat views as a Republican. I don't really understand why.
I'll say this. Lane spoken like a true politician.
Okay, well, before y'all, walk away with that, is that not what we were fighting against at the GOP? That level of do what I say or else. And so, people get pigeonholed into a box because of party. And that sucks, because there are some things that can cross over party lines. And to me, I wouldn't hate somebody for having a view one way on a specific issue, especially when the guy has background the way he does as an administrator. It makes sense why he is that way, but I don't care for it. So somebody needs to run against his ass if he's not going to do that. Because at the very least, that doesn't represent the community, Republican or not. That's where I'm coming at it from.
Right. I agree with that completely. This is it's a non-issue to me. This is a great bill. Senate 244 Senate Bill 244 is a great bill. You can't lose. It saves the schools money. It gets more engagement. I mean, And he won't answer my question. Why are you voting against this?
Yeah, well, so whenever I talked to him, he claimed to be still on the fence. You know, I like to take people at their word, but because I know his background and because I know he pals around with the superintendent at Owasso, I'm pretty sure he would vote against it if it did make it to the floor. Yeah. You know, he tries to ride the fence a little bit when he's talking to me, and I'm like, you know, I wish you would just say what you need to say and just be honest about it.
Why don't people do that? Why don't they do that?
I don't know. Maybe he knows that I'm recording and he doesn't want to get caught in a phone recording, which, by the way, I've only ever released recordings of school board members.
Oh, horseshit. You've released recordings of me, right?
Nope. No, not of private conversations. Never. Matter of fact, I've never saved a recording of you.
Good, because I'm planning on running for office one day, and I don't want that.
Oh, it is good. Trust me, y'all. The conversations that Ron and I have, nobody should ever hear.
Oh, we'd be in jail.
Oh man, I don't know about jail, but it's pretty funny. You know, Ron and I are two goofy guys, so.
Yeah.
You can
Lane,
imagine.
what do you got? You got to let's talk about Lane's.
Yes.
Just down here for just a few seconds. June 10th. What's going on?
So June 10th, we're having like our annual summit. We want to have it like every year, obviously, even when I'm gone, when I'm graduating, gone. Hopefully the organization is still around. Hopefully we built it up to that. But we want to have that. We want to have that summit every year. So June 10th is going to be, we're going to have food, and it's going to be basically a big fundraiser for our group. And we're going to have speakers and food and all that stuff. And it's $10 to get in. We have the venue, the BS Robert Room, which is the OSU Tulsa conference room. It's over there on that campus. So we're really just trying to get the youth involved, get some fundraising so that we do plan. I do plan to go to CPAC again, which is in Washington, D.C., but I want to take some people with us from our group. So that should be a total blast. And then, you know, trips down to the Capitol aren't cheap because gas isn't cheap. So
for sure.
Do you have any verified speakers yet?
Yeah, we do. So I know for a fact that we have Chris Banning, and then I got a text from Ryan Walters. Name's Matt Oberdick. I think that's how you say his name. He said, "Hey Lane, I will check his calendar and see if that's something we can accommodate. We'll get back to you soon." So that's for Ryan Walters. And then I know we have Senator Shane Jett is what Melissa said, but I haven't heard anything about that. But I know that we do have Chris Banning, and we're trying to get the Lieutenant Governor and Mark Wayne Mullen and all those peeps. So
should be
nice. Well, let me ask you this, because I was actually thinking about this for a while. Can you age out of this group?
Yes. So the rules is when you graduate high school, if you're like 18 when you graduate high school, you can be in the group till you're 19. It's kind of the rule, but it's a weird rule. I don't know, when they created the bylaws, I wasn't on 100% on board with the bylaws that were created, but it's like, yeah, you can age out of it. So I think it's 19. Either 19.
I feel like they should do 21. Seems more appropriate.
Or do they have a college, high school Republican?
Yeah. So there's a college Republicans in Oklahoma, but that's not up because the chairman that we had for the college Republicans ended up being a pedophile and went to jail for it. So that organization has kind of been down. And
Lane. Just for future reference, you don't just scream out pedophile.
And since we're going to be on YouTube, we have to use the correct terminology, which is minor attracted. I knew Ron would get a kick out of that one. Speaking of that,
follow the map. Follow the map.
Oh my God. Dora the Explorer set that one up for us. Oh my God. Anyway, sorry, I had to do it.
So that organization, they have a chairman, but they're electing a whole new board and everything because everyone resigned after all that because they didn't want to take the the heat and all that from the people. So, and then there's a Young Republicans in Oklahoma, which you can join when you're 18. It's like 18 to 40. I think it's 18 to 40 is
Yeah.
Nice.
18 to 40. So
Are they all kind of related? Were they all kind of started by the same people, or was
No.
or
I
separate?
I know the high school Republicans hasn't been around for a very long time. I think it may be like 2 years old. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I know the college Republicans and Young Republicans have been around for a while. I would assume.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you answered that, because I kept thinking about. It's like, well, surely at some point they have to get out of the group or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, do you guys have any kind of transition set up so that you can just kind of hop from one group to the next when you?
So basically, all you have to do is contact whoever your chair is for, like, say the Oklahoma Young Republicans. You would just contact the chair, which is Daniel, and then you'd get you all set up and all that stuff. So same with the college Republicans. That's why Will isn't running again, because he's graduating, so he'll probably be transitioning to a different group, I would assume, and hopefully he's not in charge of any of those.
I'm just gonna say,
Bye,
I think
Will.
I think Will is a douche.
So, nozzles aside, how would somebody that is currently a high schooler join the group that you're in?
So if you don't live in Oklahoma, you can always go to the website, and if I had, I'll just send it to. Let me send it to the thing, and then you guys can post it in. There's a website that the national organization has that you would just sign up on the website. But let me get it up. I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. Lord.
This is what we do, Lane. Let's do it.
I'll post it in the comments. That way, if you have a child that's in high school, then and you want them to get involved also, you can set them up with this. This is good stuff.
It is. It's great stuff.
As Ron would say, that's America, son.
America.
Yeah, that's so at what age is it from a freshman on you can join? Is that how that works?
That's what I originally thought. And then I was told that you can join, say that you're like in 8th grade. You can join when you're in 8th grade to get a head start. I think it's like 13. I'm not sure. They always they always change stuff up, but I would assume you could join in 8th grade, and they probably wouldn't even know, so it wouldn't even matter.
Nice. All right. So now I have posted that. Now that is the national site, right?
Yeah. We don't have a site here because I don't know how to make all that stuff, and I'm just waiting to get connected with the Oklahoma GOP, because that's what a lot of them have done. They've got connected with their GOPs, and they've like helped them make a website and all that, but it might be a little hard here. So
let me ask y'all this. Are y'all going to the state convention?
Yeah.
AJ Furtado is going to be there, I hear.
Is it Furtado or is it like fettuccine or what?
Alfredo is his butler.
Okay.
No, it's AJ Ferrati. Piss and vinegar, as we call him.
Right, piss and vinegar. We're just going to scream at people.
He said he was, for those who don't understand the context of that, he had said he used to be full of piss and vinegar, and I said, well, now he's just full of shit. So
right, exactly. Him and
So, no, I'm good. I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna try to get connected. I'm connected with the executive director. Mike Ford told me and Ron that we should try to get a booth there for our organization, which I don't think is a bad idea.
Nope,
at all. And hopefully they changed their rules at the convention that put us as an auxiliary. I know the executive director said that he was going to look into doing that, but after the whole they probably supported Rhonda, and after all that, they probably don't want anything to do with us.
That's funny. Well, so I know admission to the convention is like $70. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Is it? So how much would a booth cost?
Oh, I'm sure a booth is insane.
Oh, you think another $70?
No,
I think
it'd be more.
just to be part of your party?
I
$70.
paid $80 to go to that convention.
That's crazy.
$30 for
The
just
entry.
going,
Yeah.
and then $50 for my own booth.
That's wild. Lane, this is for you. Carla says, glad to see young people getting involved.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good on you, man. Now we got to bring more people in. So hsreps.org. You can go in there. So if they fill out the stuff that's on that site, does it automatically distribute them to the correct branch, or do you have to sign up for two separate?
So I have my own sign up for our group just so we can keep track, because they're not very transparent about sending you who signed up and all that. So on their little forms and all that, I actually brought that to an issue before, and they did it one time. They sent us who it was, but they don't continually send it out of. So we don't know who signs up on the national organization until they tell us.
Gotcha.
So I have my own, but they would put a state, and then I could just request one of these days for me to have the thing, and then maybe in a couple of weeks I would get it.
Well, I can help you with a website. I mean, It's not going to be anything crazy, but we can sit down at some point in the week or something and put one out. You guys have graphics and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do.
You do? Okay. Yeah, that's something we could work out.
Tim is your dude, man. Tim.
Well, I'm no guru at this stuff, but I've set them up
bullshit.
before. So
don't bullshit, Tim. You know a bunch of stuff.
Well, at the very least, you can go to Google Forms and have a link that you can give to people, and they can fill out a Google form that would go to you or your email address.
So that's what we have set up here, and then we have it set up to where it goes to a Google spreadsheet so that we don't have to go look through the form.
Gotcha.
So, and then to promote it at schools, we kind of just made our own little flyer and then put a QR code to it on there.
Nice.
And if they signed up, then we would contact them to sign in on the national organization, because if you don't have them sign up on the national organization, then they don't count as many members. It's like a
Oh, that's crazy.
So are you trying to get like chairman of the national organization?
Oh, me? No, heck no. I'll gladly pass on all that.
I love the fact that you said heck no.
Yeah.
Heck
that
no,
would be good though. That'd look good on your resume.
It would. And I'm only a sophomore, and we just started this thing in Oklahoma. So if I ever ran for anything like that, it would be my junior year. So maybe next year, depending on. I know the guy that we're supporting. He's James. His name's James Ruman, and he's the chairman of the Colorado High School Republicans. He needs to win if we want any change. So,
well, you need to get his number to me and Tim.
Well, I asked him if he wanted to come on one of these shows, and he said he was going to wait till after he announced so that he could talk about it. So he had more to talk about and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Fair enough. And Chris Banning, I think, said that he was going to bring you and your organization for Oklahoma to the House Capitol, right?
Yeah. We're still getting that all set up. He says he's got to get a room, and he's going to get some speakers. So he's going to give us at least a week in advance, which should be just enough, because everyone should be able to plan out in a week in advance.
Are you nervous? Are you
awesome.
overwhelmed? Are you like stressed? Are you like, your hair obviously isn't turning gray, but
no, I'm doing perfectly fine. I just growing. I love when people try to argue with me. It's the funnest thing ever. So
it is, right? Yeah.
You sound like me.
Did you see Tim? I saw. Yeah, you saw Tim. He's like,
yeah. I was talking to Ron. I have a Facebook account called Bob Ross. I was telling him this story. It's called Bob Ross, and I would go on Claremore Complaints, and I would just troll people.
Oh, I know what that's all about. Oh my goodness.
No, Tim. I'll say this in front of Lane. Are you drinking Mountain Dew?
Yeah, Diet Mountain Dew.
That's communism, dude. What are you doing?
I love Diet Mountain Dew. It's awesome.
No, it's not. Stop.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I'll say this in front of Tim. Lane texts me. He's like, hanging out with Tim at the county convention was the best.
It's because I'm an
Did you
idiot.
not? Did you not say that?
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. I had a blast with Tim.
Yeah. No, I'm just a goofball, just like you saw in that video.
This is what
That's
Tim,
me.
Rhonda was getting up and walking around. This was Tim.
Dude, I was like trying to get as close as I could because I wanted to get the picture that I ended up getting. In fact, you know what? Let me pull that picture up on the screen. I'll have to go to my
Dude, oh my God.
yeah. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. It showcases.
I still haven't heard from her.
Oh, she's probably curled up in a ball trying to avoid all the phone calls from people. Why in the hell did you call Will? Man,
She
that
did
one,
though, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy that I was talking to, I think, slipped up about it. That's what the funniest thing is about it, because they wouldn't tell me who it was, and then he called me and goes, "Some lady named Rhonda from the Tulsa GOP."
some lady, it's this lady right here. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's good, man.
Who wears
Good
their
stuff.
own sticker, dude?
Oh, well, one of the people at the front probably just stuck it on her. Because they were, you said that they were doing that at the front, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. They tried to stick one on me. I was like, no, thank you.
Oh, Dana Perito was like, "Where's your Rhonda stickers?" And somebody was like, "I vote for Ron," and they're like, "That's your problem."
Yeah. Didn't he call somebody a moron?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't get it.
Ah,
How one segment of the population could be really mean and hateful to you and it's cool, but then we say something like dick face and we get blasted out in federal
No.
court, Ron.
no, Tim, we were at a terror meeting at a Gold Corral, and Peggy
Dude.
with her little arthritic finger. You're a Democrat.
Oh my God. That was like the best. I was just like, what just happened? I was like, you're bringing back flashbacks from my bad days.
Everybody was like, "He's a registered Republican."
I know. And she's like, oh. And she just sits back down. I was like, yeah, just like Rhonda said, sit down and shut up. I guess Rhonda said that. I don't know.
I
who
know
said it.
I know that was Rhonda.
Okay.
I
I
know
don't
that
know.
for a fact.
I don't know who said it, but they were
Well,
No, I know Rhonda said it.
okay.
Rhonda fucking said
Screaming
it.
screaming it. It was, oh my goodness.
Put down a shut up, girl.
She was mad that we were questioning. I was questioning Peggy about who sent out the mailers, because she was like, "Well, in this room, I know there's someone in here who sent those out." And I go, "Who sent them out?" She goes, "I will not say." I go,
Because
"Why?"
I don't want to be.
I don't want to be sued.
Yeah. Like, oh my goodness. You can be sued for anything, but you're gonna win as long as you were telling the truth. So
Right.
if your concern is being sued, maybe you're not telling the truth.
Okay, Lane, you gotta go.
Yeah, I do. I got to get
Oh
going.
yeah, you got the 5 o'clock thing.
Yeah. Well, they're serving Charlie's chicken. I mean,
Yeah.
Can't miss that Charlie's chicken.
it's free. It's free.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best chicken.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yep. You guys do your thing, make people mad. I'll be in a distance watching.
We're not making people mad. We're getting people engaged. Lane.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are you talking about?
Making them laugh, hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming on, man. We'll see you
Talk to
later.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
See you.
See ya.
That dude, man.
Yeah. God, I wish I had his, go get him attitude when I was 17. I was too busy smoking pot.
I know, and it's not. I mean, he talks more to you than he does to me.
Yeah, we did have fun at the convention. It was I was just like, oh my God, what are we watching?
I know.
Where are all the dead bodies? It's a train wreck.
Yeah, Dana Perito. Rhonda knows where all the dead bodies are.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh man. Epstein didn't kill himself.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Man, it's crazy
okay.
stuff.
Okay. You're back on YouTube.
Yes. For those that didn't hear.
Senate Bill 244 has to go to the floor.
Yes. Yes. Reach out to everybody.
You have got to email those motherfuckers.
Yes. Yeah, we got to allow all of the districts to have a say in it so that everybody can tell their representatives to vote for it or against it, whichever, a person prefers. So hopefully it makes it out onto the floor.
I just got a text that said, "Don't say the F word."
Really? Look at what Lane said. Look what Lane said. You read that? Tim killed Epstein. And I do it again too. And
Lane's a good kid. He's gonna do some good stuff. I hope we're not messing him up.
And the saddest part is Michael Cohen paid me even less than he paid Stormy.
He did.
Jesus.
Stormy was hot, but I mean, if she had dark hair, I would have been like, yeah, pay that bitch. Yeah.
Oh, you can't say the B word.
Oh, sorry. Pay the B.
So yeah, if you haven't heard, my channel from 5 years ago is back on. I'm just under 3,000 subscribers. All my old videos are on there. It wasn't as good as I thought it was at the time when I look back at it now. So I've got a lot of work.
I think it was wonderful.
Yeah, it was it was interesting stuff. The conspiracy theory stuff I thought was good because I think
I'll say this: it's better than anything Unwokeable has put out.
It's funny because my average viewer count was more than Unwokable's, or is more than Unwokable's, and he has 10 times the subscribership.
Well, that's what you get when you pay for subscribership, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it did or not. I haven't heard anything from the guy since.
Nope.
I haven't he just kind of fell off the face of the earth, that whole back and forth. I'm kind of glad it's over because it was just annoying, to be honest with you.
It was. He got stupid, man.
But, my record went platinum. My version of It Is Well, it was like double platinum, I think.
Can you please put that on your YouTube channel?
Probably not. It'll focus.
Do it.
It'll focus more on legitimate stuff. But we got to do videos on there for sure.
Yeah.
And I still have to do a video talking to the subscribers that are still there. Hey y'all, I have arisen from the dead. Yeah.
Bring them back. Yeah.
Gotta bring them back, y'all. Bring them back.
Share.
Yeah, so if you haven't gone on there, it's open mic night. I'll share the link again just because I think it's awesome. The fact
are we live streaming to YouTube right now?
Yes. So right here is the link to the channel. You're probably not going to see anything on the homepage because I don't know, a lot of stuff was kind of janky. But it's crazy that the videos were still there after 5 years. They held on to all of those videos, Ron.
No, I saw a video from you from 11 years ago. You look like you were fucking 12 years old.
Right. Well, I mean, but they banned me 5 years ago. So that's crazy to me that they just hold on to all that stuff. I mean, it's not crazy, but yeah, that's a lot of space, hard drive space. But anyway, I've got nothing else. Ron, do you have anything else?
Nothing. Senate Bill 244. Email them some bitches.
Yes. And Lane, most of those subscribers are probably dead now.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny. Well, half of
that's
them
some loudmouth shit right there.
It is. Half of them probably disappeared though. I mean, they did disappear because I had over 5,000 when it was blocked, and now it's almost just under 3. So they were probably
sharing. People are sharing my live.
That's good stuff, man. Share and share alike. And the Ron and the Loudmouths. And now that I have some motivation underneath me, we'll be getting some more good stuff.
Oh, this is good shit, Tim.
All right, man. Well, I guess we will catch you all later. Thank you for joining the impromptu live. Let's go, Brandon. Fuck Joe Biden.
See something.
Oh, Carly wants to
I
say
heard.
something.
Okay, say something.
Come here.
What do you
Don't
got?
forget to subscribe and follow on Facebook
Yes,
And
and Twitter
and Twitter,
and
and TikTok.
YouTube.
no, we don't do TikTok.
We don't do TikTok. TikTok is from China.
China.
And
YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Say that.
Hit it.
Hit it.
And the bell icon so you get
The
notified.
bell.
Oh,
Right?
hey, what's up, Joe? I wanted to say hi, Joe, before.
Oh,
And
Joe.
Lane was telling us about his organization, and I saw Todd. What's up, Todd? Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, Todd. I love Todd.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, well, that is it for I just missed the way he said China.
China.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
China.
All right, everybody, we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Say bye.